Welcome back, guys, to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Knicks. Jalen Brunson's bold statement about the loss with OKC. We're going to get into a little bit about the Knicks trade deadlines and speculations. And we're going to be talking about the upcoming game with Giannis coming to town to MSG, the Milwaukee Bucks. He's coming up off a high game. But before we get started, guys, if you guys can go ahead and like and subscribe, it really helps the channel. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting from everyone. But let's get started, guys. Jalen Brunson says this team needs to play better. They need to continue to improve, and it seems like this Knicks team is just still trying to find their identity. Are they that high octane team that delivers points with Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson taking over the game, or Karl Anthony Towns taking over the games? But it can't happen. You guys like Mikal Bridges, scoring a big donut for us didn't really impact the game. OG Anunoby really, it's hardly to be found. When these two guys that OG, they got his big dollars. We also got Mikal Bridges, who was brought in. We kind of dumped out our assets. We need these guys to really be more consistent. But it boils down to this team. Just the Knicks are just trying to figure it out, guys. The Knicks are still trying to figure it out. They are still trying to find their identity, and they're trying to play different type of games. They're trying to keep that versatile. I think the Knicks, if they just play one style of basketball, they're going to figure them out. And that's what the OKC is doing. This is a very high defensive team that, can really shut down teams. And the Knicks need to learn from these games. And, these games do matter because you learn. Even if you lose, these are great games that the Knicks can take note. Okay, this is what happened in this game. This is what happened in the first game we met OKC. They definitely was a closer game, but this just was horrible. I think the OKC just kind of figure out the Knicks out. But yes, this team is lacking some depth, but this team is still trying to figure things out. They're trying to be versatile. This team needs to be more dynamic. And if you're just in a static team, just play one style of game, and they're just going to figure you out. They're just going to figure out your next move. And the Knicks just need to play better. And, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby is a big part of this. You just got to put things aside. I know Josh Hart was mentioning, the team just need to put things aside. This is not just a one-time, one player, that the Knicks just need to jump on. The Knicks need to be versatile. They need to be dynamic, and I think the team gets that. They understand that, and the team is getting that. I know that they were on a 10-run game, that they were delivering, big games, but when it comes to these teams, the Knicks they kind of lose it. And Knicks fans were walking out in the third quarter, fourth quarter, because they saw that the first half was just a given. The Knicks just kind of started off the game really bad, and in the second quarter, just nowhere to be found. And then they show some life in the third quarter, but in the fourth quarter. But how do you come back from that? I think the team was defeated. But they're learning. I think the team is trying to play different style of game, and it just kind of blew up in their face. But I think the Knicks are going to bounce back. I think when it really matters is going to be in the playoff, and this team is going to improve. I'm not really losing confidence and faith on this team. So that's what kind of Jalen Brunson has highlighted. And us as Knicks fans, we can't lose faith on the Knicks. The Knicks are going to be a better team. The Knicks are going to be a force. And I'm pretty sure OKC would not want to face us. Even if we lost the 2 games, this team is going to figure this team out. And, why not lose to one of the best teams in the NBA or the best team out in the West? So, obviously we have to face Boston. We have to face Cleveland. We have to show out. There seems like we've been playing very well against the Magic. We did lose the last game, so it's just not something that to be worried about. So but moving along, guys, to the trade deadline speculations. The Knicks are they need to get a big man. I think the Knicks still have to kind of figure out if they can get Walker Kessler. I know there's been talks about Isaiah Stewart. I think Walker Kessler will play that role with Karl Anthony Towns, just like Rudy Gobert. He's not a player that can play both sides. He's more a defensive player. Isaiah Stewart kind of can play those two sides. But I think that the most realistic trade right now is either Isaiah Stewart or Walker Kessler. I think the Knicks could use these 2 big players. I know they've been saying about Jeremy Grant. I mean, Cam Thomas from the Brooklyn Nets has been a talk, but I really think that the big man that they need to bring is either Isaiah Stewart or Walker Kessler. I'm more of a fan of Walker Kessler. I think we don't need no more hoggers. I think we got guys that can score. Mikal Bridges, we got OG, we got Karl Anthony Towns. So I mean, a trade involving Mitchell Robinson. I think the Knicks are just waiting for Mitchell Robinson to really clear, physicals. Teams need to want to see that he's gonna, play, the rest of the season. I mean, I think Mitchell Robinson, heck of a player, but we all can't keep it off our head. He is a injury prone player, and if you don't got that in your head and you think that Mitchell Robinson will come here, he probably will impact the team and will impact positively. But the Knicks know that they need durability, they need reliability, and again, I've said this before. Mitchell Robinson lacks that. He's a great player, and if he figures that out and proves us wrong and proves me wrong, then hey, let's keep him. Let's sign him for more years. I mean, why not? So, but we all know that's not going to be the case. So we need more reliability, and having a guy like Walker Kessler, Isaiah Stewart, I think the Knicks could really make a move for these type of guys. I mean, I don't know what this front office is trying to do. They keep things really on the low. They don't share out, but I'm pretty sure Leon Rose is already making moves, making calls, and Mitchell Robinson will be part of that trade. He will be part of that trade, and I think that the Knicks have a high opportunity of getting one of these two guys. If something happens that Mitchell Robinson comes and plays well, maybe not. Maybe the Knicks keep Mitchell Robinson, but we will hate to see Mitchell Robinson. Obviously his injury was because of the playing with the Sixers. I think that injury could have been avoided, but injuries are going to happen. But when it comes to Mitchell Robinson, he's a player that injuries always next to his name. So I love the player, but obviously reality, we can't really shut our eyes or shy away from that. He does get injured. So, but moving along, guys, we're going to talk about the next game with the Knicks. We got an upcoming game against the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Knicks are set to face the Milwaukee Bucks on tomorrow, if you watch this video, or today if you're watching this video, at MSG. I mean, Giannis scored 41 points. He actually beat the Orlando Magic, a team that we've lost, and the Knicks will need to kind of step up their game because the Bucks are coming off a high. So stopping a guy like OG Giannis, and obviously OG needs to be involved in making sure that he plays his style of games and locking down with those two wings that we have, Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby. They're going to be the difference maker. And if the Knicks come out and perform like they did against the OKC, then we're in a bad situation. But I think the Knicks are going to be able to come off this game. I think Karl Anthony Towns have a better game. Jalen Brunson has a better game. They really have to kind of figure themselves out, and if I think they better not come out with tricks off their hat. I think the Knicks just need to win. Right now, you just need to play the basketball that you know how to play right now, and then go back to maybe the next game and try to play different things and also add new additions. But you really need to shut down Giannis Antetokounmpo because he's probably turned the engines on, and this guy is just gonna be a guy to really reckon with, and we might face a guy like this in the playoffs. So who knows? They 20-16. They're really starting to heat up, and this is what a team like the Milwaukee Bucks are. They're a team that they're built for playoffs. They got Mr. Time, Damian Lillard, and they've been playing good basketball lately. So we really need to step it up, and I think that the Knicks will actually win this game. I think it will be maybe a high-scoring game because the Bucks are really scoring lately. So, I mean, they definitely have a team that can score, and they could definitely put up points. So I think it's gonna be a high-scoring game. Karl Anthony Towns need to kind of step in and just takes over this game with Jalen Brunson. And our two wing guys really need to do the job that they were brought in to do for us to have a successful game. Guys, this is it. I hope to bring better content. If you like the content, like and subscribe. We'll be dropping more videos more often. I got a new setup, more consistency coming forward. Hope you guys like the new setup and you guys was able to deliver. Go Knicks. This is the Knicks Report. Peace out.